Hello, everybody. It is Yuki once again giving you guys today's update video as promised from yesterday's live stream of Mario. Today, what I want to talk about is the new schedule for streams and content because we are changing it up again, and it's a big one. So, first, let's talk about the new stream schedule because I think everybody wants to know about this puppy more than other than the content that I'm going to provide for you guys. So what's going on is going to be changing the schedule of streams. The first change is the days. Normally, you would see something Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to cut that down to Mondays for Mario Mondays, Wednesdays for Classic Mario Wednesdays, and Thursdays for our normal VR chat live. Is it Thursday yet, though? Not yet. But why am I doing this? So that there's more time for other content from Francis the Hedgehog. We have more time for TTRPG, like the upcoming one, Mystery Dungeon Protectors of Kindness. Speaking of that, I'll explain why we need more time for that one, but rather than the other content. Gaming news is coming back. I just started the Retro Zone thing, and more Mario levels from Mario Builder 64. So, and we have the possibility of Francis the Hedgehog reacts to DeviantArt. That's going to be a thing based on the poll. So let's go over what you're going to see on the streaming schedule. The streaming schedule is as follows. Mondays, you're going to have your regular Mario Builder Mondays. For the moment, it's Mario Mondays. It's what we call it at 5:30. But after that, there's no more streaming until Wednesday for our classic Mario Wednesdays, which we are featuring Mario Sunshine. We are not done with the game just yet. The Mario Sunshine is our classic Mario Wednesdays. Thursdays is our VR chat. Now you might be wondering why am I doing this? And you also might be wondering how am I going to do this? Matt Mercer shout out right there. So let's take a look at the numbers because this is going to tell you what you need to know. So if we take a look at recorded content, in particular Mario, you have noticed that we have started the retro Mario thing, albeit as an experiment, and it looks like the experiment is working with the Delta emulator. One of the videos already has over 200 views, two of them already. So you know that's working right off the rip. Then we have the Francis the Hedgehog trial run with reactions to Shadow the Hedgehog, and you guys have been receiving that well. I'm just gonna re-upload the ones I done, and then season two will be the next stuff. You also have been enjoying the world tours. That's gonna be a thing with Francis the Wolf until I get Francis the Hedgehog soon. And then you guys have started to enjoy the TTRPG. Although this was a trial run, you guys have been enjoying it so far. We'll see how Protectors of Kindness will actually work. We'll see how it does first before I say anything on it. But yeah, ignore this one because I think that was just a trial run as well. Gaming news, depending on what I cover, will determine which ones I cover. Tutorials. So you guys have been enjoying that. I'm not gonna change my mind on that. That's gonna be a thing. Um, let's see what else. Indie games. Well, actually, that wasn't gaming news, but indie games you guys have been enjoying. VR chat news. That's gonna continue. We have a new one that just came out, so I have to cover that this week. Um, tutorials. Let's see what else. Other content. I tried the Yuki production stuff. I'm just gonna call it gaming news from now on. Let's see what else we got. Emulation news, all that good stuff. So those have been working, as you guys can see that. What is not working though? What's not working? What's not working is going to be anything with X Defiant or Fortnite. Now you may be wondering, that's a surprise because Bryce and I play well, along with our buddies Kyle and Alistair and sometimes CJ. What's going on with that? Well, it comes down to a few factors. Number one, that game is competitive. That game is very competitive. Both of them, Fortnite and X Defiant, are currently competitive. Actually, Fortnite's more. I think X Defiant is more competitive than Fortnite because with Fortnite at least we get a win. But X Defiant right now, it's like you gotta have to try hard to win a game. I remember season one, season zero when we started. We went 0 and 17 before I even got my first win or something like that. 0 and 17. It no, not that large of a number. But I remember we went like 0 and 16, 14 or 13 like that before we got a win during our live streams. It was a long run of no wins. I'm like, yeah, this game got very competitive. Fortnite at least has a pass because Fortnite is a game that I think everybody wants to enjoy. But if you're playing it for like for fun and entertainment, yeah. But if you're playing it for money, oh yeah, you're gonna get more on that. Basically, if you try to be casual, uh, we'll see about that one. Rocket League is a very interesting one because we did our live stream on that. That one got a lot of views, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do Rocket League yet. Now let's talk about live streams in general. What has been giving the numbers? Mario Builder, be just Mario Builder is like a revelation at this point because you might be wondering why is that a revelation and not a bigger thing, and not just a bigger thing than what it is. Because Mario Builder 64 is a ROM hack of Mario 64 that just came out recently, and it started to take off a little bit. And with levels coming out almost every day, a lot of people started jumping on a Mario Builder 64 bandwagon ever since. Now, what about Mario Maker? What happened to that? Well, if we take a look at a Mario Builder stream, yes, you still have to find levels, but there's a difference between me, like going to two screens at one time. If you guys watch me play Mario Maker, I have to look at two screens at one time. My TV is on my right side when I play, and then my computer to see your chat messages on the left. That's Mario Maker. Mario Builder 64 is on the PC. I can look at your chat messages and all that good stuff right off the rip. And the levels I get, I already find them before I start the stream anyway. I at least find five just in case I find something that I want to do extra. So Mario Builder 64 is not going anywhere. And if we continue to see numbers that we have been seeing, I'm gonna make it a permanent thing on Mondays. Now, other content. VR chat is still gonna be a thing, obviously. But I've noticed that popular characters at this time are is Shady. The most popular character is Shady. Remember, she's the female Shadow, and she's a popular one. 95 views on that one. Who's second? Francis the Wolf, 59. And Shadow, well, just returned, so I'm not gonna play it. Play him. Okay. Um. See what else here. Mario. Mario content has been in there. Has been on the board since. Retro game. I mean, indie games, not retro games. Indie games have been hit or miss per se, but for sure, Mario Builder has been jumping, and I like to see that. Francis the Hedgehog plays. Francis the Hedgehog plays is beating Fortnite and XDefiant right now, and it's not even close. Okay, it's not even close. Francis the Hedgehog plays will return. By the way, I'm just trying to find my schedule when. But the reason Francis the Hedgehog plays, I believe, has over 80 views. Let me see, just to make sure. Yes, Francis the Hedgehog plays Sonic Superstars. I'm not done with the game yet, by the way. 84 views right off the rip. So that tells me you want more of that. So you're gonna get more of that. Other live content. Genshin Impact was more of a test, more than anything. I wanted to see if you guys like it. There is some interest on that. Even though there's only 17 views, there is some interest. Let's see what else. X Defiant has more likes, but at the same time, less views. So we'll see if we're gonna continue X Defiant. VR chat games have been getting on the board too. So that's why the common theme right now is Mario, VR chat, and other ideas that I try to think outside of the box. Okay, because every time we got a VR chat stream, it's over 20 views, except for when I crash. That's obvious. Okay, now when we did Mario Party Imperialism, you guys seem to enjoy that thing. So I'm thinking of something cool for that. I'm thinking of something for that when I do that. We'll see how I'm gonna do it for our next one. Again, classic Mario on the board again with Mario Brothers, the Super one. It would take at least one of the Mario Builder 64 streams had over 200 plus views. It would take this one with 64 views. It would take at least 5 streams to get to reach 600 to 200 plus. And then indie games with a twist has been getting interesting results. For example, Mario Mart or the Super Market Simulator, when we did that game on May the 4th, ironically, interestingly enough, that was the Star Wars day where everything was $4 in our market. You guys seem to enjoy that. So specials have been doing well. Okay. Let's see what else has been doing good. Do we want an anime night? That is the big one because it's been hit or miss with anime night. Birthday streams in VR chat. We probably have one this week. We probably might. We'll see. But for sure, Mario VR chat with selected characters and classic Mario. Now, Final Fantasy IX was the outlier. And the reason why I say that is because Final Fantasy IX is a very old game, very old. 2000 it came out, I believe. And there's rumors of a remake whenever that will be. I'm definitely gonna play that. The thing with Final Fantasy is it's a very long game. There's a lot of strategy, and you have to be very careful on how you play that. There is, however, a thing I am going to do with that game very soon, and it is called the Freya mod. What is the Freya mod? Very simple. It's exactly what it sounds like. The Freya mod is exactly how it sounds like because Freya will be in the party the entire time. That's right. My favorite character just happens to be her, Freya, and you get to see her the entire game. Even in Alexandria, in the beginning, you'd never see her in the beginning until Bermesia. I mean, not Bermesia, Limblum. You're gonna see her the entire game, even when she's not supposed to be there in the party, like in Alexandria in the beginning. Do you want to see Vivi and Vivi and Freya? Yep, you're gonna see her. Then we tried the the Mario Golf Toadstool Tour Gauntlet. It did okay. I'm gonna tell you, if we're gonna do Final Fantasy IX again with the Freya mod, that's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm not gonna go rule set 700. I'm not gonna make too complicated of rules. There is somebody on YouTube who's doing the Freya mod with Freya rules. Like if Freya dies, you reset the game. Not here. That's way too hard and way too long. I'm not here to make a 100 episode series unless it's Critical Role. But yeah, if Freya dies, reset the game. No, no thanks. Get that rule out of here. It's not gonna happen here. Sorry. I don't have the endurance to play that way. Okay, so yeah, so Final Fantasy and maybe the retro Final Fantasy game will probably play. That's a possibility now. If I decide to add one more night of streaming, that will be a retro night, like a Final Fantasy night kind of thing. Okay, but yeah, that's how the new schedule will work. Mondays, Mario. Wednesdays, classic Mario. Thursdays, VR chat. And if you want to add one more day, we're going to do it for like very old games, retro games, including the Mario Brother. Now, what else is coming up that I want to talk about? Well, this is what I want to talk about. Not that. Where are you? This is what I'm talking about. Not Theater Piece. Not right now. Ah, yes, this. This is Moonlight Village Remake Preview 1. Now, why am I showing you this in this update? Well, now that streams are only at 5:30, I can make more progress on VR Chat World. And the next update is already underway. The next part of it is already underway. This is just the beginning of appetizer. You get a third-person camera, interactive elements, and music player. I will tell you there is a new camera thing I'm testing out and archery. Oh yes, welcome to the Olympics. Archery. Do a little archery. I will tell you there is something I found out about. Some I found a prefab that you can actually make an RPG system, role playing game, like you would see in D&D. I have to test it out first. I don't want to say anything, but definitely not in Moonlight Village remake. The prefab itself is 96 megabytes, and um, the limit is 100. If we want to make it for Quest and VR and PC. Now, let me tell you else what else is coming up. We have the Retro Game Zone, the Retro Zone. I just uploaded the first one, and that is the Mario Kart DS Delta emulator. There's gonna be more later this week. We're gonna start with Mario Kart DS. Then we have Yuki Indie Gaming, also known as Indie Yuki. I had to change the name because of how I structured the name. But we have another game I'm working on for the channel here. So look out for that. Then the next one we have is Francis Hedgehog React. Section 2. Season 2 coming soon. Now that I have a different content schedule. So you're gonna see more Shadow the Hedgehog. You're gonna see more Mario. You're gonna see more Sailor Peace coming up now. And Luna. Yes, Luna. And more channels on the board. From Francis the Hedgehog, we go to Mario. More Mario Builder 64 levels are coming. Maybe more Mario ROM hacks again. We'll have to see. Francis the Wolf VR Chat Road Tours coming back for season 2. Yugi SPT Adventures on the main channel. Season 0, episode 2 is coming up later this week. Factory Raids. Oh, I'm going to tell you, it's a short one. And I'm not kidding, it's a very short episode because we sucked. I sucked on that one for sure. I will tell you, I went 0 and 3. But I have fun with it. Mario Maker Yuki is now gonna be part of the main channel and Yuki Mario World. Francis the Hedgehog VRC is gonna be when Francis the Hedgehog VR chat stays here. The Infinite Zone is gonna be part of, you guessed it, the main channel, as well as potentially Francis the Hedgehog is gonna be absorbing DeviantArt. Yugi VR Productions. This will be this will be determined by what I do. If we do VR chat roleplay series, we'll keep it for that. But if I get a VR chat headset, that's a different story. Because VR is not just VR chat, it's also games. It's also VR games. It's also VR experiences. You're going to see that in VR productions if I get a headset. If not, it becomes a VR chat channel. Yuki Virtual Tabletop, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Kindness, Protectors of Kindness is starting soon. We will be recording episode 1, episode season session 0 very soon to introduce the characters, to introduce the rules, all that good stuff. I'm still finalizing my rule set for that. I'm also finalizing the story of episode 1. And I'm making sure that everything is balanced so that nobody complains that it's too hard, too difficult. Because the moment I get that, it's gonna be chaos, not just the dice rolls. I will tell you I'll be using the Nimble system. Also on that channel, I'm gonna be talking about other TTRPGs coming soon. So that's gonna be a thing. Okay? So yes, lots of new stuff coming, ladies and gentlemen. Once we get into August. The only thing that's gonna officially be canceled is Lake Show Talks. With all the things going on, there's no way I'm gonna be covering sports. No way. Not a shot. That was more of an experiment to see if I can do it in the first place. And I did an okay job on it, and then my main channel started popular. So yeah, I had to play on that. But yeah, So that's what's going on now. As far as bonuses, I'm thinking about this very hard, but I'm not sure if I want to do it yet. But I have to be very careful on how I want to implement this. So, as you know, Jimmy Dukes Gaming, our boy Jimmy Dukes Gaming, just unlocked memberships for his channel. He's also just started getting over 1,000 subs. He's actually at 1,000 something here. Our boy Jimmy Duke. Why am I talking about him? Because he just unlocked the ability to do the ad stuff, the members only. I want to show you his a membership program. Let me see if he has it on. He has it on something here. Yes, he does. So let me show you his membership program. Duke Nation Basic, Duke Nation Elite, and Duke Nation Let's Game. Okay, everybody knows about Duke Nation Basic because it's the same thing like I do. Shout outs in your thing with the badges and all that. Everybody knows about that one. I'm not going to talk about this too much because this is regular stuff. Duke Nation Elite, photo and status updates early, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. Very basic stuff for Elite. Very good stuff. Early access, basically. It's the second one. It's this one that I want to talk about. Off stream 2 hour sessions a month. Two-hour sessions a month. So what is he offering? So basically, he's offering the idea of two. You get 2 sessions, 2 hours, 2 hour sessions of games with Jimmy Duke. Basically, me and him. If I decide to get this level, me and him will play for 2 hours and then 2 more hours. Two 2 hour sessions. So that's 4 hours total. Me and him off stream would be playing if I got this level. Okay. Now, what does this have to do with our stuff? I might be offering something very similar, but but it's but it's more of a thing off stream. Me and you, or me and whoever, can go in VR chat normally for an hour and a half. On a day I don't stream, like a Tuesday, a Thursday. I mean, excuse me, a Tuesday, a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. I could offer that in VR chat, but you are limited to two. That's it. Why am I considering it? Because it's something that we do. VR chat we always do. Okay. Or instead of VR chat, we can do a session on content creation or something away from gaming, away from not away from content, but away from VR chat. We'll see. But those are some ideas I can draw up by Jimmy's by looking at Jimmy's thing. We'll see what we can play with that. Okay. But that's the channel updates for today. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. Keep in mind that for this week only, I will be thinking about stream requesting. However, for this week, no stream requests are allowed unless it's absolutely like you really want it. But I have to look at my schedule too because I might be starting swimming on a Friday now because my other teacher had to leave is now to be a teacher, an actual teacher of music. So he has a new position I'm gonna have a new teacher for swimming, and it's gonna be on a Friday, and it's gonna be at night. So we'll see how I'm gonna offer that. Okay, that's all for now. We'll see you on our next update, and our next stream will be tomorrow at 5:30 for Mario. Enjoy, and yeah, enjoy.